Good morning, Country Playden folks. It's Glenn Jones here again. We had a short catch-up last week where I introduced the 7 habits, Stephen Covey's 7 habits, and we spoke about habits 1 and 2. A quick recap. Habit 1 was about being proactive. So the question to you this week is, what are you doing about being proactive? And how have you applied that specifically to your treatment of your children and dealing with your children? Habit 2 was beginning with the end in mind, and we spoke about putting plans in place for the new normal. And I just wondered how you were getting along with those plans, and in particular as those plans relate to your children and your children's future. This week I want us to look at habits 3 and 4. Habit 3 is putting first things first, and this habit is really about time management. And some of you might have come across the time management matrix, where we plot all of our activity on a 2-dimensional matrix, looking at things that are important and things that are urgent. And we sort of plot them into those 4 quadrants. And ultimately, we want to spend most of our time focusing on those things that are important but not urgent, so that we can give them our best attention. Right now, many of us in this crisis are focused on things that are urgent, and important, and urgent and not important. So again, I'd stress that we go and look at our time management and make sure we are focusing on the important, non-urgent tasks. The other important thing about time management is to differentiate work time from home time. So many of you are home working and homeschooling and running family homes. Make sure you have a complete distinction between time at work and time at home as best as possible. Habit 4 is about thinking win-win. So this is where we win and others win, rather than lose-lose or win-lose. And this habit really is about, in this crisis, finding the best in others and the best in ourselves. It's very easy to focus on the wrong things and be negative about stuff. But the challenge here in win-win is to find the best in others and the best in ourselves, especially the best in our children, and make deposits into emotional bank accounts. We do that with honesty, integrity, empathy and trust. I came across an interesting article last week from Claire Fox, who's the Chief Operations Officer of UNICEF, and she wrote an article on some of the things she's learnt in isolation or lockdown. And I think these are quite interesting and might apply to you. So the first thing she's learnt is that she's less stressed now than she was, and she's determined that by looking at her average heart rate on her Fitbit. So that has dropped by 4 beats per minute over the 6 weeks. So go and have a look and see if your stress levels have reduced. She also says crisis situations bring out the best in people. And here in the UK, we've seen that, where neighbours have started helping neighbours. People have just pulled together in many different ways to help each other. And I hope that's happening for you in South Africa too. The third thing she says, it's hard for everybody, this situation, but in different ways. And I think that's so true. We're not all in the same boat. We're all in the same storm here, but our boats are different. And we need to find ways of challenging with our unique situations and getting through that. The fourth thing she's learnt is that her kids are more independent than she ever realised, and I certainly hope that's true for you. She's found that her kids are helping around the house, they're doing meals, they're helping clean the house, which completely surprised her, and she says she hopes that carries on in the new normal. And the fifth thing she said is she has found more pleasure in small things. An example she gives is vacuum cleaning a carpet. She looks at that and there's something she would never have thought of before, but it's actually a pleasure to see a clean carpet. Now, I don't know if that resonates with you or not, but again, just some things from other people. And I think the lesson there is, let's make sure in this tough time that we are learning things and that we're also helping our children to learn things. I look forward to catching up with you again in a few days' time and sharing a few more thoughts, and we'll finish off the rest of the 7 habits. So take care and have a good week.